Do you guys think it's weird that you can, like, your tongue can tell how things feel without, like, actually touching it, I guess? I can explain that because like this is the question. I've asked people this before. I asked Chris this before, and apparently he forgot the question. But a lot of people like it's like, oh, of course, like I know what something's gonna feel like on my tongue or taste like, and they think about food like burger or ice cream or something like that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the way it's like the way the brain works, where like say like the TV, like you've never put your tongue on the TV, have you?
Maybe.
that's like you know you would know how that would feel even if you've never put your tongue on that or like one of the there's a book in here or like one of those posters or something like that.
You've touched your TV before, and I think whatever you feel when you touch it, your brain like, instantly
That's basically how it works.
To, your tongue.
Because you have the same like sense of feeling or like sensors on your fingers that you do your tongue. So, like, when you look at certain things, just because of the fact if you've ever picked those things up or touched them, then you would also know how it would feel on your tongue. But I think that's kind of strange the way that the brain works. You don't have that sense of feeling?
I mean, I know what you're saying, but at the same time, like, I mean, it's just kind of how it is. Like,
well, this is, I don't know. It was just a weird brain trick. I was watching someone talking about this, and then I was like, that actually is kind of weird because it's like people who have like popcorn ceiling, kind of like what you have. It's like, of course, you've never put your finger or put your tongue on the ceiling. I hope not, at least.
You.
Yeah, but you would know what it would feel like to put your tongue on like the popcorn ceiling or the fan or that poster back there. Or just
I mean, I kind of don't. I mean, like,
you don't?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like it's like a you think that you do, but I mean, I feel like once you do it, you're gonna be kind of surprised.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Based on
I can't. I'm speaking from experience here. Trust me on this one.
It's like I know how all of these things. Like I lick everything that I see in my peripheral vision. But what's up? And welcome back to the Broken Mask Show. What have you guys been up to?
Graduated college. Please don't clap. It's not that big of an achievement. But other than that, just been cutting wood. Fishing, shooting, a lot of country kid shit, even though I'm not too country.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, nothing really much. Fixing tractors.
That's I might have either you might have the video. I don't know if you want to throw it up, but you can where the wheel came off the tractor. Having to fix that.
We may throw it up. I don't know.
Yeah,
depending on how bad it looks. I haven't looked at it.
What about you, Chris?
Like last time we filmed was like 2 months ago. And
2 or 3.
Like right after like we finished filming the latest video, I went on a trip to Mexico, and I almost was on a no-fly list.
It might have been the bomb I caught him.
Yeah, I guess. Well, first off, it was like literally right when I entered. Went to go enter freaking TSA. I guess the dog smelled something on my bag, and so like the person had to pull me to the side. I'm like, what? Why'd you pull me to the side? It's like, oh, the dog smells something on you. I'm like, oh, all right. So I'm just standing there all calm, knowing because I'm not stupid enough to bring like drugs onto a flight. So I was just chilling there.
They start playing shit on you. They're pulling out like a bong and shit. Like he's looking at your shit. He's like, so where did this come from? Was that like a key of cocaine?
I was getting like paranoid because you never know, they could pull some shit like that.
Yeah, bro. Or like one time there was this dude in like I forget what country it was, but you know that like one of those countries that's like very strict, and he had stepped in weed and he had a weed crumb on his shoe, and when he got to the airport they put him in jail. He almost spent life, I think. I forget how it wrapped up, but I know he spent years in prison for a weed crumb. That what he stepped on.
They don't play by the drugs, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like Mexico too.
Then when you came back, then you also had there was another thing about when you came back, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I finished my trip. We're heading back home, and I wanted to get keychains for my friends and my coworkers, and I got this one keychain. It was shaped like a bullet, And, like, I hit it, and like one of like the pencil like slots that be like in book bags and stuff. I hit it in there, cause I was trying to like make space, so like I could fit whatever I bought in there into my bag. 'Cause I didn't bring no luggage, cause last time my luggage got lost, so all I brought was a book bag full of clothes. So I hide the keychain in there, and when we get to a TSA again, they're like, "Hey, if you don't mind, you can help me find this like replica of a bullet," but he was saying it in Spanish, and I didn't really know what bullet in Spanish was, so I was like sitting there confused, and it was like a good 2 minutes. They already took everything out of my bags and stuff, searching. I'm like, and I realized, like, oh, you talking about this? And I guess like they were freaking out. They freaked out, and they're like, wait, and like I pull it out, and it's like a little bullet keychain.
Wait, I'm talking about this bullet.
And yeah.
Yeah, bro, you probably set off an X-ray, and they was probably tripping on you. They're like, I know this dude got a bullet, bro.
That's what they were.
He gotta have a gun somewhere, bro.
Yeah, it kind of pissed me off. Like, just throw the shit away. I just want to go home. My sister was telling me, take off your hoodie. And like airport flights, bro, your hair gets like, well, my hair gets like real. I get all sweaty. My hair gets greasy. So like, I didn't want to like show that at the airport. So I put my hoodie on, and I had a hat like this with my hoodie on. She like, take this shit off. I'm like, you're suspicious. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. And yeah, I don't know if we ever mentioned this, but I recently picked up a PS5.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man PS5 exclusive. Picked it up last August, and I've just been playing on my PS5. Played Spider-Man, and I played Red Dead, and I got to start on Skyrim. And I've been replaying some old PSP games.
I've been seeing a lot of PSPs on Facebook.
There's a lot of like PSPs and GameCubes I've been seeing. I wouldn't mind having a GameCube though.
Yeah, I'm bad about that. I'm very sketchy. Like, I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't know, bro.
Well, that's on eBay. That's where I got my VR, and even that was like really sketchy, because it came in late.
Your PS5.
Well, my PS5 that was Target, but my PS5 just got screwed up. Really, anytime that I order online electronics, it's just like maybe not a good idea. It's usually better for me to just go ahead and buy them in stores or in person. I'm doing stuff.
I was lucky to catch mine at a Walmart. I'm like, oh shit.
That was like completely by chance too. You said we talked about it. I don't even remember if we talked about it on the channel.
It was by chance because we were just hanging out. And we were like, yo, let's go to this Walmart, like do our regular shit. And then my homie Juan, he like points at it like, yo, look at this. And then it took me like almost an hour to like contemplate if I wanted this or not. I'm like, yeah.
We were playing like heads or tails, or like he was like calling people, trying to figure out like if he should buy it or not.
I was like, yeah.
Throw the picture up on the screen of him getting it.
Cannot let anybody else have this, bro. Gotta take this home.
That was literally the last one too.
Oh yeah, it was the last one.
I think they may have had like a God of War PS5 or something like that, but like this was the last Spider-Man specific one.
I think the employee there wanted it because I told him, yo, can I get the PS5? He's like, oh, we don't got PS5. I'm like, the Spider-Man one. He's like, oh yeah. Got there. Well, I got it. I'm like, you mind if I open it? Because we've had some trouble with a previous PS5.
That was basically my PS5 didn't come with the code. I don't know. You said like I don't remember if we talked about it or not.
The guy was like, "Yeah, bro, it's yours now." Open it up. Yeah, it's right here. Let's go.
Nah, bro, something crazy. I got Spider-Man. I just found it in my room. I was like, God.
As I had planned a video.
I
really don't think we talked about it, but it was like I had planned a video for the box opening for my Spider-Man PS5. I had gone like 4 days after it had been delivered to my house, and I was like, I'm gonna come here and film it. And then I open it up, and like, of course, the PS5's there and the remote's there and all like that. And then I'm like, wait a minute, where's the game? I'm like, oh, it's not gonna be a hard copy. It's just gonna be like a paper. But there was no piece of paper, and so I was like, shit. And I wound up just not even posting the box opening just because of the fact that there was no, like, I got so pissed. And then
yeah, bro, like a week later, bro, I found the exact sheet of paper in my room, bro. Like, I must have dropped it or something, bro.
I just burned it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't need it.
I don't even got a PS5, bro.
But as Chris made sure when we were at that Walmart, he's like, yeah, can I check inside this box? And I was like, go ahead, man. Was that it for what you've been up to?
Yeah, I'm having fun and working, and yeah, that's basically it.
Well, that's for me. It's like soon after the last episode. That was about around the time that Spider-Man 2 actually was released. So I started going on to beat that, and then also on the channel, you can see something that I actually filmed like a month ago was the Spider-Man video, and it wound up doing pretty well on the channel. About going to the Statue of Liberty. But I'd filmed that, edited that, posted that recently. But before all that, just still been playing games. I was playing Spider-Man 2. I played Skyrim. Been hanging out with some family. It was around Christmas time, so there was a lot of Christmas get-togethers with different parts of the family. There were some people who had gotten sick, so we couldn't go to this side of the family, and we went to this side of the family instead, and just a bunch of different stuff. But I had a pretty good Christmas. Most recently, something that's been frustrating. I was just talking to these guys before we.
You just assume my gender.
before we started rolling the cameras, it was like a history and math project that I have to work on with my nephew, and that has just been pissing me off with clay and everything.
He doesn't have to work on it. His nephews, they got somebody here, bro. I wish I could get Cam on some of my projects.
That's like it's basically my project at this point, bro, because like it started cracking, and I could throw an image of that on the screen too. But that was like heartbreaking because I can't be over there like every hour of every day. So when it started cracking, and like I go over there the next day, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like I just put like at least 2 hours of work into this, and then let it sit overnight, and it fucked up.
Your nephew just like, oh crap.
It's like, oh man, like that sucks, dude.
You don't understand. Miss Hines is gonna give us an F.
Well, that's been doing that, and what else I do? I went to do a little bit of woodwork with Jake for just a brief period of time.
Yeah, I got a camera in there.
Pretty chill. That's lumberjack basically. I figured that the beard, it was about time for me to kind of stick to my roots for that.
With the red flame.
Yeah. Well, that's
the blue jeans.
I was about to say I went out there in a flannel. I was about to say it was.
We'll be selling Broken Mask beard products soon.
I have been really excited to get back to filming. I know that. That's kept on having some setbacks. Some things kept on coming up with all three of us where we haven't been able to film. But I've been eager to try and get my hands on something to edit and figure out something to film. I got a bunch of different ideas. We got a bunch of stuff that's written down that we can't specifically say because it may happen, it may not.
Oh, no, I can say.
But hopefully we'll be able to get to a lot more things that maybe we didn't get to last year as well. That's another thing. I mean, the last video, we filmed it as if that was our last video because we wanted to be able to take a break, and we took our break. It's been almost 3 months, maybe 2 or 3 months, taking our break. It's been nice not having to constantly think of ideas and stuff like that. But now we're back. Time to start filming different things again. I don't know how we're going to do the schedule because I don't know if we're going to film every Sunday like we originally were doing. So it might be like every 2 Sundays or like every other Sunday maybe.
Just know
Videos.
We're focusing on quality over quantity.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Because like, I feel like we kind of got mixed up on that where it was like we were trying to have like at least one video every week. And that was nice. I think, honestly, something I didn't even realize that I wound up doing was during the month of October when we were doing those like the Halloween videos and stuff like that. And so then it wound up being like 2 to 3 videos a week. It actually wound up being perfect because it made it was like 52 or 53 videos on the channel, which makes it to where you had exactly 1 video a week for like an entire year. And I didn't even realize, like, I won't plan to do that until I started, like, I had a couple friends who have been, I guess, keeping the channel alive, because the view count's still been going up, the hours on the channel still been going up, and without them, the channel would have probably died. But they were like, oh yeah, I've watched this video and I've watched this video, and I realized like how fast they were watching them, and I was like, well, this is actually like enough to be to have 1 video per week, and I was kind of surprised by that in the end. But yeah, there's a couple ideas. Hopefully, trying to get into some more vlogging, because I think specifically for me and Chris, Jake wasn't in that video, but me and Chris really liked doing that video. If we have any other ideas for vlogging, or if anybody else can give any ideas in the comments for vlogging.
But they gotta be good ideas. Like a lot of the problems that we run in when vlogging, a lot of the other vloggers, they'll go like to like Walmart, or they'll go somewhere like casual. They're like, yeah, bro, we're here. Like, we want to do stuff that's like, you know, out of the ordinary. Like, for example, like I guess like a water park, or like even like yard sale and vloggings, like stuff like that.
Well, that's Walmart vlog wouldn't be all that bad, but it would have to specifically be.
And it can't be like none of that like ball, like you know, jumping in the ball pit, like, or kicking a ball halfway across the thing. But bro, that was so crazy, bro. It's like the employees in here aren't gonna stop us, and they're paid minimum wage.
Yeah.
Or walking up to people like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go through his phone.
But the Walmart vlogs wouldn't be all that bad, but specifically it would have to be, like, there has to be, like, a purpose. Like, if we went to go look for, like, I guess something to go on your wall or something like that, something to be in, like, the background for videos. But, like, it can't be, like, oh, let's just go shopping for, like, our everyday stuff. Like, I just want to go pick up a box of cereal, and then y'all can watch me eat this box of cereal.
Yeah, we ain't trying to take y'all on our errands, or like take y'all on a car ride, like, you know, just like halfway talking, halfway just like trying to get there.
But there is a bunch of ideas. Just hopefully we'll be able to get to some of them, at least throughout the year. There was a whole flashback to about a year ago. We had a video where we were talking about everything we were supposed to do last year, and I'm kind of glad that one didn't come out. Just because we had like a whole list talking about like everything we were supposed to do.
We were talking mad crazy,
and like we didn't do any of it. Or we may have done like 3 of the ideas that were on the list.
Like a good amount.
But like there was like probably 20 things on that list that we just didn't even touch. We were like, you know what? With still having COVID restrictions and stuff like that, it was like there's certain things you couldn't do. And we're also busy besides doing the YouTube channel sometimes, so can't always do everything.
They got the other guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about? I guess this is just basically to try and be able to catch some people up on what we've been up to. It doesn't even have to be a long video.
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that we've been wanting to do other than vlogs, like just like mad things. Like, I think it's gonna be the same thing even this year, like where we got a bunch of things, but it's like we get like a few of them. But that's the beauty of it, bro. Cause like the list, like now we have like 3 notepads, bro. Like where it's like literally full of ideas, bro.
Well, that's also, like Chris said, it's like quality over quantity. Because instead of trying to be able to get all those ideas done, we should just be able to pick like some of like maybe like one really good one, and then a couple like medium ones here and there. Like some of the medium ones, honestly, even though they do really well on the channel, like the Would You Rathers and stuff like that, those are like the easiest thing for us to be able to try and be able to do on the channel.
Yeah.
Or anything Reddit related, those are always fun. A bunch of different stuff like that. But like we want to do more, I guess, like I said, vlogs where we was traveling, and we want to do more games and stuff like that. Me and Jake had.
I want to do more gaming now that I got a console.
Something that I can say that was on the list. Something that got lost. We had filmed a video with my good buddy. Another thing I want to say real quick is that something we were doing before, and the channel was we were not really saying people's names. It got to a point where it was like, why are we even editing these people's names out? Y'all, if you watch the video, you'll probably feel good that your name's in the video. So my good buddy Tony, he was supposed to be on an episode, and he lives about 3 or 4 hours away now. And so the only way he was able to be on the video was doing VR. And so me and Jake and Tony, we all filmed. We played Black Ops Zombies, like Black Ops 1 Zombies. And it was like an hour worth of footage, and then
I should have just kept my mouth shut, bro.
like he had lost it, and then I think we wound up losing footage as well because over time it got lost.
Yeah.
But that gave us another idea because there's like, was it VR Horizons or something like that? That wound up being like really fun because the three of us, basically doing VR. We went to like a comedy club and was like talking to a lot of people up there.
Shout out Good Griefs, bro, because before this we watched Good Griefs, which is this kind of prank channel where they kind of just go do VR pranks and it's just kind of voice trolling. And like it kind of gave us inspiration, bro. Like we could just go in here, like we saw the crowd that he was kind of trolling, and it was like, yeah, bro, there's room for us to kind of even create our own kind of trolling here. And you know, it just got really fun, bro. Like we got in there and it was like a lot more fun than you would think. And it's like, you know, when like you have to stand in front of a bunch of people and say something, but it's like that almost times 10. When you would think like you're in virtual reality, how would it be that bad? But like you can say crazy things, bro, and it's just like, oh my god, bro, I just said that in front of like 100 people.
Yeah. And like people around the world, so it's like it's not even like you're saying to like people you know. So like that was something crazy. But like VR content is a big thing that we want to try and film. Chris doesn't have a VR, but me and Jake do, and then my buddy Tony will probably be popping in and out if we wind up doing more VR content. But that's with gaming, and then also, like I said, where it's like just trolling people on VR, which technically is still gaming, but this was more like just basically talking to people at like different places. Yeah. That was really fun.
While they're trying to talk and mingle and play mini games wherever they're fucking with them.
It was very fun though. And then there's a lot more games, computer or PC games, a bunch of PS5 games, maybe a couple Xbox games here and there. Just depends because we ran into some problems with trying to be able to record some of that, so that was a little bit difficult. But there is, like I said, just a lot of ideas that we have.
Xbox recording, I'll go ahead and go on this brief tangent. It's so jank. Like, if I wanted to get like a clip, I've been wanting to do this for a while because there's this game called Armor Reforger. If anybody here knows about it, you know, bro. That's a heavy game like Mil Sim, or I guess Armor 3 would be a heavy Mil Sim. Armor Reforger is a jank kind of Mil Sim. I want to record a lot of content for it. One, on Xbox, you can't even hear the people in the radio, so it kind of cuts out like a good percentage of it. Like, you know, you can't hear like good call-outs or anything like that. Also, you can only take 5-minute clips, and if you don't want to do that, you have to go to like a Twitch and go on live. Compared to Cameron, all he has to do is set his clips like an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3, and he can just take a whole 3-hour clip with all audio included. And it's like, it's just so jank, bro. There's so many like things on Xbox that is good about it, but at this point, it's like both consoles are almost just as bad to me.
Yeah.
Just looking at it.
Well, that's the one thing I hate about PS5 is that, like, I got the PS5, literally, it was mainly just for Spider-Man 2, and then I realized that there's not many games that they've even made for PS5 that you can't already play on PS4. And then they have games, like, one thing I am excited for is they got Until Dawn Remastered coming out, which is something I might try and put on the channel, I don't know. But they keep on remastering games, and I want like some new games, and that's for PlayStation. I was telling Chris they don't have no more PlayStation. They're gonna have games, but they ain't gonna have no more PlayStation exclusives until like April of next year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's another thing I didn't like about PlayStation. Also, is like even the games that they do have, it's all like kind of just solo player. Like no game under there is like 30 hours, and then, you know, you can still do it without feeling bored in it. Like, right now I have 400 hours in Armor Reforger, and I'm still loving it. Like, right now I could even hop on, and I'd have to remind myself, hey, I got work in the morning. Like, that's how fun of a game it is. With a lot of the solo player games, yeah, I have to do that, but about next week, then I'm already done, you know? Or I'm through the tech tree in the game, and it's just, like, no point in really completing it.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of PlayStation games are to me, but there are coming out with, like, a few of those, like, VR stuff, and that thing that's like a PSP, that seems appealing to me.
Well, that's another thing I hated, because they had the portable one was like someone tried to be able to like use it on a plane or something like that, and it was like you still have to
be on a good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, in order to be able to connect to it. But then they have like the PS Portable 2 that's supposed to be coming out, and that one's supposed to be like straight up like the way a PSP used to work.
A PSP was fire. It was just way ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they would have came out like maybe 3 years later, they'd have competed directly with DS. But everybody wanted that DS, bro. Which I don't know why, bro. I would rather play the GTA and all that. I was playing, like, I forget what system it was, but you had to be around another PSP to play multiplayer. And me and my friends were playing GTA Vice City Stories up there, bro. Like, when it was just a sandbox, you know, you just spawn into the...
On PSP?
Yeah, like, multiplayer, bro. But it gets boring quick, because it's just a sandbox where you're running around killing cops.
That's PlayStation, like, with me and you in games and stuff like that, it's like three of us actually have different tastes in games. Like, I know one thing that Chris got really hyped about was when Jake was playing Chivalry for a while. And Chris likes games like that, which I like games like that too, but it's like, I don't know. I also have the thing where it's like, I'll sit there and play Skyrim, or I'll play Spider-Man, or I'll play something that like really gets my brain going a little bit more, and then I'll play Power Wash Simulator, or I'll play, I forget what the game was, Unpacking. I play Unpacking.
It's like little indie games. That's Cartoon Network games.
As Chris was calling it, like shit that you would play on like the DS or something. But
yeah.
But like
addicted games.
For me, it was just like I sit there and play something that gets my brain going, and then I'll play something that like doesn't take any brain power whatsoever, just to fuck around with it. But Chris can't stand stuff like that.
Do you remember when I was playing Battlefront 2 and I would send you pictures of my hands?
Yeah.
And I would send him pictures of my hands, and literally there would be just lumps all over it. I don't know what I have, but I would play the game so hard my hands would be swollen from like going in so hard on it. Like, to the point,
bro, what the fuck did you do?
My old couch had a sweat stain. I'm somebody who's usually dry. Like, you could shake my hand any day of the week. I could be working. You'll get a dry handshake. That couch would have sweat stains in it. I'd be sitting there sweating so hard on it. Like, if I got up to go get a drink, when I sat down, I'd have to make sure I had my shirt on, or it'd be a cold sit down. Like, those are the types of games that I like. But I get into a solo player game. I haven't found one yet that really, like, drags me in. I remember the L.A. Noire was a pretty good one. Kind of drags you really through the story.
So if you ever tried playing, you never got a chance to play The Last of Us, because you don't...
Oh, yeah, I did play it a little bit at your house. Or I think you played it at my house, and I got to play a little bit of it.
Maybe. But
I liked it a little bit.
Games. Even Days Gone was pretty good, too, but there's just so much, like, jankiness to it, and there was so many cutscenes and shit. Just wound up being really bad.
I really wanted to play that game. That was one of the main things that almost got me to the PS4. And I was like, you know what? Maybe not. Thank God I didn't.
Yeah.
If I would have got a PS4, though, I would have been playing DayZ and all that with all the boys.
We've kind of gone on a tangent for games.
I love
and
tangents.
stuff.
I love them. I'm a tangent man.
Well, I don't know if y'all want to wrap it up, or is there anything else y'all want to discuss, talk about?
All right, so guys, we're gonna have to come together on this one. Our boy Cam has got deep in defense. I'm gonna put a GoFundMe down there below and an intervention link below, and make sure you put your comments on that board. Cam's
after this, we probably have an intervention.
Yeah.
We got 20 people sitting outside waiting for us.
Keys making a comeback. Oh, I know what. So what have y'all been?
It's like, by the way, this was all just like
the warm up.
Yeah,
we're just lying.
Yeah.
Just preparing for everything.
Like the last video, we're not gonna do none of this stuff.
It's like, so wait, we were recording?
I thought we were just talking. But yeah, that's basically what we've been up to. That's what you're gonna see in the future, I guess. There's a couple ideas, like I said, can't say everything, but hopefully more gaming, more VR content, hopefully some more vlogs. There's a couple other ideas that I can't really say. Hopefully something we wound up doing a little bit too early, and Chris warned me a bunch. I think Jake may even warn me too. Guest. We literally we're like, yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of guests, and then we had one guest, and that was the end of that.
Yeah, we kind of overestimated our connections.
Yeah. But I guess just be on the lookout for any other videos in the future. We're back, guys. It's not gonna be maybe as many videos as it was last year, but we're definitely back. We're gonna be seeing some more videos of us. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. You know our names, all that kind of stuff. And see you in the next one. Peace out.
You ever seen that video? The guy walks up to the guy like, hey man,
Why don't you try rubbing the battery?
Also,
But
while it's
video,
not
Chris?
working,
I gotta find it.
I forgot to bring the bulb. If anybody in this video noticed that.
Fuck, man.
Could you just hit the volume button here? I turned the volume up on that phone.
That's usually the volume button would start video. See, it does.
It's because you piece of